during that whole ordeal, you see, we're back at the house. Unfortunately, when the adrenaline of that moment wore off, she realized that she didn't realize she slammed her hand in the door. She knew that pretty quick, but she realized it's probably a little effed up, as they say. So that means trying to be respectful. But y'all know that I like to cuss. I ain't even gonna try to front right there. But here's the thing. When they came across the loudspeaker and the cop threatened my life, he actually threatened that he would put me in jail for freedom of press, folks. I got threatened to go to jail for freedom of freaking press, of recording. He was scared to death. He said I was putting his life in jeopardy with a video camera. What the hell has this country and our police force come to? Hey, listen, I said it in the video 100 times. I respect the police. But when you listen, I'm going to set this whole thing up. I'm going to tell you. As we were going to this, I seen one car get pulled over, right? They had them in a church. I'm saying, God, what the fuck are they doing this for, right? Because it just didn't look right. It looked a little suspicious. So I said, well, maybe, it didn't look right. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because it looked like entrapment, right? But it's just one car. But he was a marked car. The first car was a marked car. By the way, for those of you who do not know, even though it's widely done, all cars in the United States, all police must be marked. That way we know that they're police, gives us a fair chance to slow down. They're also supposed to be in plain sight. They're supposed to have their headlights on. I would guess that he probably wasn't in plain sight, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that this first cop was. He pulled a guy over at the church. That one is not in the video. I'm only explaining that because another part of that video, which is in that video, I go on to say this is entrapment because you got a guy up the road pulled over, and here you got this guy pulled over. Coincidence, in that very video, right in front of me to prove the point that this is clearly a speed trap. They're not just riding down the road and happen to see somebody speeding. They're waiting for somebody to be speeding. So instead of going and solving a rape kit, instead of trying to solve rape, trying to be investigating on murder cases, right here on the local news, we just had a murder case. They happen around here. And there's a bunch of unsolved murder cases right here. The local news just covered a murder case. I mean, it happens, right? It's happening right now everywhere. That's what they should be doing. It's not funny, but it did have a funny moment to it. An ambulance drove by, and I'm like, that's what you should be doing, being a hero, because you're claiming you're a hero, but you're not doing hero stuff. You're pulling people over for doing a couple miles over the speed limit, and it's clearly entrapment on top of it. That's a crime. We're so scared of the freaking police that we won't record them, and they threaten our lives when we do. They threaten our freaking lives for recording the police. So, coming back to what we're originally doing here, I was recording the police, and the second cop, that one that got pulled over right in front of me on the video, and then I come and I say we're going to record in another video. That's the next one we're at. That cop comes across the loudspeaker and says, you'll go to jail if you don't stop doing what you're doing, recording the police. You'll go to jail. Because obviously, we don't need to worry about rapists or obviously number one priority to put people need to go to jail that are recording the police. Not rapists, not murderers, not people not people invading homes, but we definitely got to incarcerate anybody recording the police. Do you understand how this sounds? That's not twisting it. That's not bending it. That's just what it is. I got threatened to go to jail for recording the police. There's people getting murdered, and you're going to incarcerate somebody. And she's telling me, get with the point. But hey, look, here's the point. So I will get with the point. You seen the expression? This is real, folks. This is just real America, trying to do what's right. In the process, when the guy came across the loudspeaker, I'll finally get to it. When the guy comes across the loudspeaker, she wants to get out of the car fearing that I might die.
And, they came over the loudspeaker, and I was going to get out of the car because they might shoot him. But my black ass, they going to shoot because, yeah, I'm black. Pretty simple.
I mean, it's funny. And I'm scared to even say that that's true, but we know it's true.
Yep. And, I shut my hand and I got scared. Shut my hand in the
Got
door.
back in the damn car.
Shut my hand in
His
the
white ass
door.
gonna have to die by himself.
Shut the door, not knowing that my hand was still in the way.
Jesus Christ, folks. You really think it's fair that we're this fucking scared of the police? That we are hurting ourselves? So now, we're going to the damn hospital because the police scared the shit out of her. Protect and serve that. What the hell is wrong with this place? Well, I mean, what's going on?
And
Yeah, we're about to go to the police. And we're about to go to the hospital. And when we say we had an encounter with the police, they probably going to scare the shit out of us by calling them motherfuckers. And then we're going to have to deal with that. But here we go. We're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to deal with the police that scared you so much to the point that you had to go to the hospital. Then they're going to say it's a police encounter, so they're going to have to call the police. Thinking that we criminals, when all we doing is trying to help people that had nothing to do with us. We was just trying to help innocent people that were being victimized by the police that are supposed to protect them. We'll see you at the hospital.